Bingy, Chevy, sing, Holly, sing. Because of you, I'm the people messenger, and now a public figure, and a proud ambassador.
Because of you,
I made my contribution and nurturing the young to preserve this art form. If I don't make it to the Hall of Fame, I want to thank you all the same, simply to show my gratitude.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude is our gratitude is our
I respect you,
gratitude is our
I honor you,
gratitude is our
I adore you.
gratitude is our gratitude is our
It's your contribution and my dedication gave me pride and wisdom to be a better person. To God be the glory for His grace and mercy. Every successful journey has a strong team, trust me. So pompous people, change your attitude and reward others with love and gratitude. A sincere thank you, something tangible, but do not be ungrateful people. To the one with the handle. Lord, I thank you. Because of you, when I wake every morning, I try to count my blessings from you, my team captain.
because of you.
You took me out of darkness and put me among the best. Oh Lord, I'm truly blessed. I'm grateful and humble. Lord, I sing praises unto you for all you have done and what you're about to do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude is our
Yeah,
gratitude is our
oh yeah. I want to thank the Culturama Committee for giving me a platform to showcase my calypso talent. Oh yeah. And I also want to thank you, the society, my fans, my well-wishers, my prayer warriors, Jam. And if your name was not mentioned, I want to thank you nonetheless. Thank you. One love, gratitude.
As a matter of fact, if he had mentioned the other names, I think it might have been part 2 of the song. Gratitude is a must, part 2. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. 28 minutes moving up to the hour, 10 o'clock. We'll be back with our conversation, or Fire Talk conversation, that is.
More and more cable customers are getting their cable internet package upgraded for free.
I paid 3 months and I got upgraded from Flash to Bolt. So now I'm actually paying less for more.
Yes, up to double speeds and savings of up to $200 per month just for using your card to pay your bill.
I had this Bolt package, then I got this platinum card and I have paid my bill with that. They have upgraded me to Strike, which is almost double the speed now.
All it takes is a little loyalty. Use your Cable Platinum Loyalty MasterCard to pay 3 consecutive cable bills.
I was upgraded from Flash to the Bolt after paying my bill on time for 3 consecutive months, and I'm now enjoying the free upgrade.
To keep the upgrade, just continue using your Platinum Loyalty Card to pay your cable bills. Pay your bill in-store or online at www.thecable.net. Sign up for the Cable Platinum Loyalty Card today and get more. Terms and conditions apply.
The specials at Domino's are hot, hot, hot for any occasion. Hot, hot, hot out of the oven. 1 medium, 2 topping pizza, and 2 20-ounce Cokes, only $35. Free Coke with your lunch until 2 p.m. Small, 1 topping school child lunch special, only $14. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $67. 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $73. Oh, and the big one, baby. Free large pizza every Tuesday with your favorite 2 for Tuesday special. So, come on down or call and order now and experience our tasty oven-baked goodness. Domino's, the home of satisfaction.
Wow, call Domino's now.
This message brought to you by ZIZ and the Fire Department of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I am Woman Fire Officer Louise Clark from the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Services with your safety tip for today. Keep items that can catch on fire at least 3 feet away from anything that gets hot, such as space heaters. Smoking materials can cause residential fire death. If you smoke, take precautions. Smoke outside, choose fire-safe cigarettes, never smoke in bed, when drowsy or medicated, or if anyone in the home is using oxygen.
This message was brought to you by ZIZ and the St. Kitts Nevis Fire Department.
All right, welcome back to our program. It's now time for our conversation, Fire Talk. With me in the studio, I have Officer William and Officer Martin. Good morning, gentlemen. No strangers to the studio.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, JQ.
Good morning, listening audience.
Morning, everybody.
And let me say welcome back to Timothy. You've been missed, my brother.
Oh,
yeah, you've been missed.
I did miss.
Indeed.
I did miss the show.
What's on the table for discussion this morning, gentlemen?
All right, so we were basically this morning going to. I remember when Mr. Williams was away on vacation. I started a discussion about fire safety. And we want to continue that discussion. I hope that the listening audience they enjoy the discourse that the Skelec provided, all the various tips that they gave.
And insights.
And insights, exactly. It was food for thought. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, for me, my biggest takeaway is how often you guys collaborate and the situations that calls for you guys to collaborate on. In my mind, I can't speak for anyone else. When I was thinking it's only related to fire, you know, I've learned that it's more than just fire incidents.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, if you could just, you know, as we even last night, there was a house fire in the countryside where a live wire was actually on the ground.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, we had to turn to Skelec in order to get it de-energized.
Wow.
As recent as last night.
Wow. So I guess the proof is in the pudding, so to speak.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. All right. So fire safety. Over to you, my brother. You want to continue the conversation there?
Yes. So since it was so long ago, I just want to recap a few things in terms of fire safety. We are the causes of death. We had from persons responding to a scene, also pertaining to after the call, based on the different, responding to a scene, there were accidents in between, heading to and heading from, persons being trapped within a smoke-filled building, you know, things like that. All right. Then we had who is responsible for their safety. You as the firefighter, you are responsible for your safety. There would be somebody overseeing general safety. So they have the general concern of everyone. But you as a firefighter, you as an individual have your safety as paramount first. Then we touched on the incident command system. This was a system that developed to basically control the situation better, rather than we have 3 responding stations coming and doing their own thing and providing chaos, so to speak. The incident command system, it was designed to better control a situation. Personal safety, where persons, they shouldn't just freelance, they shouldn't go on their own to to conduct whatever needs to be done. It should be a collaborated effort between teammates. And we look at lifestyle. The lifestyle of a firefighter, having a balanced diet, exercising, also, well, not just exercising, but even cardiovascular exercises and so.
And strength training.
Strength training is good. So that is where we would have.
I enjoyed that conversation there, you know, because then it led to how fast you have to respond and why you had to do those type of training. That was very insightful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is where we left off when we started that topic. So in continuing, we want to say one should get adequate amount of sleep. All right, sleep is important. Once somebody is sleep deprived, you tend to do things out of the norm because your body is tired. So where you would normally be alert and be able to respond in a timely manner, in a quick manner, and your brain functions are there clicking. If you're sleep deprived, then you wouldn't be performing at optimal level, right?
Yes, and just in case you would have missed exactly what it is we're talking about. We're not just talking about fire safety. We're talking about firefighter safety. Just in case you missed that. And as Mr. Martin mentioned, you have to get adequate sleep. I mean, the average person needs to get adequate sleep. Let's say at least 8 hours. 8 hours?
8 hours.
At least 8 hours rest. So it is equally important for firefighters to be extremely rested, and so to be alert at all times, so not to miss pertinent information because you might have dozed off. I mean, that happened. They have the thing that what they call it, ethnic fatigue.
After lunch.
Ethnic fatigue. So after lunch you tend to get a bit, that is expected, but you still have to be alert. So imagine ethnic fatigue on a body that was not properly rested, only got 2 hours of sleep. You could imagine. So it is important for us to get enough sleep. And also, we should spend at least 1 hour every day doing physical fitness training. This type of work that we do, it is very taxing on the body. And sometimes the body has to be going for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours non-stop. And the body has to be able to keep up with that pace. And the only way the body could keep up with that pace if it's accustomed to that pace. Right? It means that if you physically train your body to be, for want of a better word, to be harassed for that type of extended period, then your body will be accustomed to that. Your muscles now will be toned and in shape, good enough to at least be carrying around a hose up and down the place, back and forth, throwing out line, running here, running there.
Your stamina will be increased.
Stamina level would be up there, but if you know what happened, the opposite would happen if you do not train. And physical fitness, physical training, it really should be compulsory, mandatory, part of your daily operation, your daily routine. This should not be an option. When somebody join the fire department or they join the police department, I am guilty of that. I don't understand how we get fat. Something is wrong. I mean, how do we get fat?
I admire your blunt honesty.
I have to be, because I am. I mean, when I went to Nevis, I just. And that is not. I don't know what happens, but you just get fat. Why?
Nice.
We should not get fat, and I believe it might be attributed to the lack of constant physical fitness.
Okay.
Because there's no way you could be constantly training and getting fat.
Okay.
So that should be mandatory part of the routine, because I want to be in top shape whenever I go out on the street.
Right.
Something came back to me which was quite amusing. I wasn't really thinking about it, but when I went to Japan, what we were told, the ancient Japanese firefighters, when they go out on the street, it was about getting the girl, getting the female, whoever had the best costume, whoever was attired, and you want to see this guy's firefighting outfit, like capes, like Superman, and to see who could impress. So it's not just about firefighting; they went out to impress.
Wow!
So they had to be fit and everything. That came back to me. So, it might be a plus when you go out and you look nice and bulky. A female might be passing, and so that's a plus too. But it's not about the female; it's about being physically fit to get the job done, to help and rescue the female.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
And anybody else, of course, who is in need of help.
Can I actually guys put on your headphone? I'm gonna wait too late to invite our callers to join the conversation. 465-2555. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, you too.
Yes, good morning, Jam Dog.
Very good show. And we must congratulate you, as I said, to bringing in these different organizations apart into the media. But one thing I observed, Junior, is that your boss, Ray Galloway, father, in the 8 years as a little boy, run that fire department. And when you look at the outside of the apartment, you got to ask yourself if cleaning ain't a part of the jail. It's not inside in the brothers. It's not inside alone. Around the walls must look decent, especially where I enjoy the data element from that community there. And the hard court there by Sinaco. It's terrible. Tell us how you do better than this. Because I don't understand what's going on in national security then. You put nobody that check and get on to the big man them, the fire chief and chief of police. It's terrible. And we ain't going to tolerate nastiness in this country, Have a good day, GQ.
You too, Jam Dog.
Keep it going, my brother.
Yes,
ma'am. Let's take this next call. I'm going to let you respond to Jam Dog in just a bit. I hope you guys taking notes. You want a pen? Good morning.
Good morning again.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Gentlemen.
Good morning.
As usual. The gentleman who touched on training and being physical, he's so correct. I realize you all was having a little laugh after him, but at least he's being honest.
Yeah, blunt.
Hello?
Blunt, honest.
Yeah. This is just reality. Because the reality is that when you are physically fit, your mind, you operate totally different. I am not a big person. I am on vacation, and just the past couple of days I felt lazy, and I look like I get in a little belly. I said, no, this is not me. So I went on my bike, I reached all the way to Tabernacle, because that is my thing. And when I go out to work, I perform, I operate. You know what I mean? I feel lightheaded, I could deal with any situation. Sometimes I wonder how persons operate with these what do you call it, big belly or big butt. to be honest, because it takes a toll on you after a while. And it's very important. And as he said, the job that they're in, you have to be able to be because you don't know what challenges you're going to be meeting when you go out there. You might have to maybe for some reason climb through a window, maybe because somebody might be inside. But if you have a big belly, you know what I mean, you're going to be the last person the supervisor is going to be looking at. So you should be. But on a serious note, you persons need to understand that your physical way of operating, it make a big difference especially when you're in certain jobs, like policing and firefighters. And even basically, just for your own, and rest. Because a lot of persons eliminate rest, but rest is so important. It make a big difference when you are well rested. So, gentlemen, I love listening to you all. You are making a lot of sense, and I just want to wish you all the best. This is a very, very good show, and I hope a lot of persons are listening, because you all give a lot of tips in relation to fire and how to avoid these what can be, you know what I mean, the end of some persons when you work so hard and then your whole house go fire. You have to basically start over. You have to go with raffle sheet. It's not easy. So these tips are very, very important. So I just want to continue to encourage, and Mr. GQ, you just be on the ball. You just have a way of dealing and getting these persons and on these shows. And I just want to wish you all the best. But I just said, congratulations. I like the way you all operate. It's a very, very good show. I listen it once I get an opportunity. So have a good day, gentlemen, and continue doing what the best you all can do.
Thank you so much for your call, and thank you for your support as well, man. Good morning, you live. Hey,
Oh, you see how many members we have now?
Boy, I'm telling you, the congregation is growing.
It's contagious.
I gotta come to that, man. I want to say like my neighbor in Anguilla. One time he tell the minister in the church that he got a daughter. She could sing good. And he want to put she in the chorus. Not the choir,
of course.
The minister said, what you mean? What are you talking about? The choir? He said, no, the chorus. She sing 3 songs in one. Come to Jesus, that's 1. He will save you, that's 2. Just now. You hear them these 3 songs she could sing, so I want you to go in the chorus. I called the Concord with Jam Down because a couple months ago I get a call from the fire department, and the individual tell me that it doesn't look good to see what's happening in the yard of the fire department. And the individual mentioned that there was grass growing to the side of the fence in the fire department, and some of them even taller than the top of the wall. So when Jam Down say, oh, the boy Shimako need cleaning up, I mean, I agree with him. The environment around you is supposed to be clean. It's just like when I walk in on a house. Unless the yard around the house ain't clean, you ain't look like you're doing anything. And then now, I want to ask a technical question, but I know you guys are young, you know, you guys wear pampers, not die upon hipping. but I'm going right back to the 70s and the 60s. When I was going to school one lunchtime, when we went home, me and my neighbor friend, my good classmate, they tell him, we meet a crowd of people outside the mother yard, and they tell him he can't go in there because in there got fire. But we didn't see no fire. And they call the fire department. When the fireman them come, the fire was in the house, in the mattress bed, the grass burning but not the cloth. And then while they're there, the fire broke out in the kitchen in the box of salt. Rock salt on the ground. And the fireman went out there and they put them some kind of foam on it out it. And as soon as they turn off, they call them back, fire under the house and the sill. Well, you know what kind of fire is? Jumpy fire. So I don't know if you all had any experience to go out jumpy fire. And then something like that happened now in the 70s. From all over to Sandy Point. And I witnessed them two fires for myself. So tell me if you all experience how to out jumpy fire.
All right, Culture.
Thanks for listening.
Look back to the phone line here. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, young man.
Good morning. Good morning.
The fireman there is Owner's son?
Yes.
Oh, Romel?
Yes.
That's you, those bloody socks there in Baptist, eh?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, you're jack of all trades. GQ2, he's a teacher. He's a minister, he's everything. And as John Dan saying, a president and the vice president, nice to hear them coming in and talking, and supporting. These are GQ members of his show. So, when they come in and they speak, I listen. I don't listen to what I listen every morning, but this morning was special. Because you're talking about this fat belly. I just say, when men got fat belly, they need to go maternity ward. They need to go maternity ward because they are not women. It's women supposed to have big belly, not men. So, you stay as silent as you are. You hear Romel? Are you GQ? You stay as silent as you are. Yes. A friend look nice and so, and then the others are sexy. But once ago, years gone by, I had a cousin. He died from a wire. The days of weeding cane and so. He was flitting. Men used to go to flit the cane field. and there was a wire in the kill field, and he was his body right out, like
Wow.
the body from St. Paul's. Yeah, and he passed. His Minister Hamilton wife, his sister, his brother, his brother. Yeah, he comes from St. Paul's.
Yes.
So the education messages that we are getting and all you do on your program, everything with the fire, electric department, and everybody would have come on, and you say you take a little time out from the music.
Yes, ma'am.
And and everybody listen and compliment you for the work that you are doing there. It's very educational. So I want to thank everybody and one of my friends all who are listening. Everybody have a blessed day. And you all be careful when you go to this fire business and so.
Yes.
You all be careful. Thank you all very much.
Yes,
for
thank you.
updating us and keeping us a check of what's going on.
Yes.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you. I'm going to let you address anything that you need to address now, and then we're going to wrap up the program. And for those of you who are calling in, we do apologize, but we are almost out of time, and I don't want these guys scrabbling to get their point in. But before you start addressing those concerns, one concern came in that wasn't live, if I can put it that way. Some people say, or some people usually say, firefighters' job most of the time is a lazy job because there are no fire to fight on a daily basis. So all they do at work is eat and sleep. Please address this for me and dispel this one if it's a myth, yes or no.
Well, for sure, I can tell you that is a myth. Traditionally, persons have a misconception, because even when I joined the fire department, we were told that all firemen does is play domino. Right? And you see, domino was played at the fire department, but it was like community socializing. People would come in from outside and they would socialize with the firemen, have one or two games. But firefighting, I mean, we don't light fires. So it's not like we know that we're going to get a fire. So we prepare and get ourselves physically, mentally fit to respond. And that is why where we just spoke about physical training. We also do in-house training, lectures. We have to be aware of modern technology, the changes in techniques and the way you fight fires. So while you don't see us on the street, we are, whatever station we are based at, we are there training. And we also have fire prevention units where we are on the streets doing building inspections, making sure that buildings are complying with whatever regulations. We work close with Labor Department, and so persons would be calling us. We have request upon request upon request of persons who want this place inspected, that place inspected, and for like
assistance
I mentioned,
from different
and like I mentioned last week, fire department seems to be the assisting agency. We assist everybody. Health department, any persons who need assistance, we call fire department. So that is a myth. We just don't sit down and wait for fires. We have to make sure that we are on par, we are up to date, so that when we respond, we can provide a proper and efficient service to the citizens, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
That's the thing. In relation to the we being at the fire station, now our job, as Mr. Williams said, we don't go out and light fires. So every time that bell goes down, it means that either one, somebody's life is in danger, somebody's property is in danger. So we would much rather not have a bell going down. However, the preparation in the event of, we have to stay on top of that.
Okay.
To ensure that we get it right when we go out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What I just want to touch on quick is where the two callers mentioned about the cleanliness. I want to place on record that the fire chief that we have, he's a stickler for cleanliness. He doesn't like garbage, he doesn't like junk. He would always preach cleanliness, clean the yard, make sure the grass is kept low. That's the fire chief that we have now. So that there is no nobody thinking that, oh, well, the fire chief. No, the fire chief is a chief of cleanliness. He doesn't like untidiness. And yes, there are sometimes where they might have a few shrubs going up into the cracks, and as the rain fall, they get long. But we cut the yard. We do what we have to do to keep the surrounding clean. But I mean, it could always be cleaner. But we do our cleaning up around the area. He spoke about the area at the Simaco parking lot. I don't remember anything about Elimat using there. I'm a little boy, as they mentioned. But I know we used to use there for fire social events on Friday afternoon and so forth. And we had to keep that area clean as well. But of course, since Simaco left and thing, other people would park stuff there and so on. But we'll do our best to keep our surrounding clean. And I take that away because I understand now what the fire chief was saying. Other people watching it, so we have to make sure that we keep it clean. So are you going back with that? And I hope the chief listening, because the chief going to say, yes, tell her so.
And interestingly enough, JQ, before we came up here, we had a pickup with about 3-4 bins, getting rid of stuff from out of the yard. Yeah, we clean.
As it relates to the drains in town, I think Jamdan touched base on that. What's your response to him?
Yeah, I think we would have spoken about that a few times in previous sessions. What the cleaning of the drains and so forth.
Really? So you had just that before?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jam can remember?
I don't know, but I think we would have spoken about that, where we mentioned that we work in collaboration with health department. Once there's a blockage of a drain, health department contacts fire department, we go. Sometimes, even before health department sees the blockage, we see the blockage. We contact health department and see how we could work to get the blockage sorted out. Because at the end of the day, I can't just say, oh, well, the health department is going to affect everybody, just like how we had Skellig and it affects everybody. So we inform health department, hey, if you could bring some of your guys to at least clear the debris, clear the garbage, so we could flush it out, then we do that. But most is health department, and so we work with health department. Okay.
Last words as we wrap up this morning, Timothy.
Well, JQ, I want to thank you for the good job that you are doing.
Indeed.
Yeah. So the caller was spot on. Giving you kudos for that. We commend you for that very highly. For the general public, we want to continue to encourage you to continue to stay safe and do what we need to do to get this pandemic out the way.
Yes. I'm going to leave it there, Mamel.
Everything he said.
Yes, I know. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll catch you guys next week, same time, same place, for another edition of Fire Talk. Don't touch that dial, though. We have Battle of the Bands coming up next. We're looking at the songs from the competition, or for all competition, the 50th anniversary competition, song competition. That's coming up next. Don't touch that dial.
This message brought to you by ZIZ and the Fire Department of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I am Woman Fire Officer Louise Clark from the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Services with your safety tip for today. Keep items that can catch on fire at least 3 feet away from anything that gets hot, such as space heaters. Smoking materials can cause residential fire death. If you smoke, take precautions. Smoke outside, choose fire-safe cigarettes, never smoke in bed, when drowsy or medicated, or if any